everybody, I am going to draw Ticci Toby today, and I thought that would be cool. He is one of the creepypastas, and a lot of you have asked for him, so I thought that would be really neat. And I actually looked up some things about him. He has quite the story, and I do want to tell you a little bit of the things that I found. First of all, I'm going to do this in pencil traditionally, and then I'm going to put it into Paint Tool and color it digitally. So I thought that would be neat. And again, I am just getting started drawing again, so don't expect too much, and I'm learning as I go. So this is kind of fun for me, and I especially like looking up creepypastas because I think they are so cool, and you guys really seem to like them. I know back when I was young, I loved the creepypastas, and as you know, I did Sally already, and I did Slender, and I do want to do Slender Man again because I did him only digitally, and I would like to draw him with pencil and then pull him in to Paint Tool like I did with the others. But I also did Baldy from Baldy's Basics, and I thought, you know, that was kind of fun for me. So if you have any ideas of anything that I should draw, let me know, and I will add it to my list. But look at some of the stuff I found out about Ticci Toby. First of all, I didn't know how to pronounce his name. Seriously. I went looking, and actually, I hope I'm saying it right, okay? But it said that he is Ticci Toby, so I didn't know it had that CH sound. So I almost came on here and said it totally wrong, which, you know, I've done that before. I've done that so much, like with you guys' names and everything. But if you look at this, I went to villains.wikia.com and found Ticci Toby. I almost said it wrong again. And he has a lot about him up here. I'm just going to read you a little bit that I did find. Now here's where it tells about what he's like. It says the boy lacked any normal appearance. Anyone could blandly see, wait a minute, that something was wrong with him. His messy brown hair went in every which way, and his pale, almost gray skin was brought out by luminescent lighting. That sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? His eyes were dark, unlike his mother's, and he wore a white t-shirt and scrub pants that had been provided to him by the hospital. The clothes he had worn before were so shredded and bloodstained that they weren't actually wearable anymore. So it looks like he has quite a scary story. Now, I don't want to go into a lot of details because, you know, it's kind of disturbing a little bit, but let's look at his personality. Did you see this picture of him? Oh my gosh, this is like kind of scary to me, and somebody drew this apparently. I don't know who drew it, so I can't really say, but anyway, let's look at their personality, his personality. It says Toby is usually upbeat and hyperactive. However, he can occasionally be a very sarcastic person, and he will occasionally be uncomfortable due to his bipolar disorder. Okay, that could be a little scary. So in other words, he's going to be in a good mood sometimes and in a really bad mood, and it sounds like he got in a really, really bad mood. I don't know everything about his past, but apparently it's pretty sad. It says he is shown to be temperamental when he is able to change from being very emotional to being angry or happy instantaneously, making it impossible to speak to him at times. In spite of this, he can show kindness towards certain people, and he is also shown to be a treacherous troublemaker. So it looks like he's been through a lot, and let's see what else they say about him. Again, this is probably not everything there is to know about Ticci Toby because I could not find anything on the actual Creepypasta website. I searched, and it was the same as it was with Sally. When I searched for Sally Williams, I had trouble finding things about her. So I kind of looked, and there's a lot out there on all of these different characters. So you know, you kind of just got to read around, look at what they say, and it looks like a lot of people write stories about them too. So there's a lot of fan stories. So of course, they're all going to be different, right? So it's really going to be hard to know. But let's see what it says about his past. He is a tragic boy who was born with several mental disorders and was constantly bullied until he went insane and killed his father. Okay, that's a little bit scary, okay? It seems like he's got a lot of problems. Yeah, I would say definitely a lot of problems, okay? He was found by Slender Man and serves as one of his proxies. Okay, I don't know what this means. I do not know what Slender Man's proxies are, so I'm going to look into that because that is kind of different. It seems like a lot of these creepypastas, they put them together with Slender Man. Why is that? Slender Man seems to be at the center of the creepypastas. It's kind of weird how that works, but I noticed that Sally, it said in some of the stories, was also friends with Slender Man. So I'm going to look up and see what proxies are. And if you know, please tell me in the comments because you probably know a lot about Ticci Toby. And also, if I'm saying this wrong, please tell me, okay? Because I did actually look it up and found a place that had the pronunciation and everything. But you know, how do you know that they're right? I mean, seriously. Okay, let's see here. It said he had many different mental disorders, making it very hard for him to fit in with people. His disorders caused him to be unsuited for a public school surrounding. I can see why. I mean, oh my gosh, my goodness, I can't even imagine him going to school. Can you? Okay, along with earning him constant bullying, so he was switched to homeschooling early on. Okay, oh wow, that's just weird. So somebody actually tried to send him to public school. Who would bully him? Maybe they didn't know that he could kill somebody. I don't know, but I don't think kids would want to bully him. So anyway, he grew up with little or no friends, and he lived with his mother, his older sister Lyra, and his father. When Toby was 16, his father and he were involved in a tragic car accident, resulting in Lyra's death. Oh my gosh, that is sad, isn't it? And then after the death of his sister is apparently when things started going really, really downhill. And I can understand why. I can't understand why he did what he did, but I know that it's really hard to lose somebody that you care so much about. But it says that his symptoms got worse and worse and worse. And he was losing more and more memory and taking out his stress. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here because his story is really, really disturbing and really scary. Okay, so you know, you can look up his story, and it says that he woke up with no memory of his past life and soon became one of Slender Man's proxies. But this is after he did apparently a lot of bad things, and he lost control and attacked his father and did a lot of things. Okay, so let's go down here and look at his disorders. So poor Ticci Toby, he definitely has some problems. Okay, he does have a lot of disorders, all kinds of amnesia and different syndromes and symptoms, and he had a lot of victims. It says here his father, a middle school kid, yeah, probably somebody bullying him. I did look up proxies, and I want to tell you what I found. There are different types. Now there are the hallowed, which are those who have been totally dominated by him and they act upon his will. The berserkers are those who are under his control but can act on their own. So apparently they can make up their own mind, kinda. The sleepers are those who are under Slender Man's control but are not aware that they are, and that sounds really cool to me. The agents are those who act for him despite not being under his control. So apparently they just have totally free will. And the revenants are those who have returned from the dead and use human vessels, which is really weird. So anyway, guys, there is Ticci Toby, and if you have any suggestions of who I should do next, let me know. And also, who is your favorite creepypasta? And if you know anything about Ticci Toby, please let me know in the comments. And you guys have fun, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!